Prime Minister Narendra Modi will flag off a run for unity, which is a mega event to mark Sardar Patel's 139th birth anniversary today. The day that has so far been commemorated as former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's death anniversary is now being recast as National Unity Day. While Modi will be flagging off the run for unity in Delhi, Congress leaders will be paying tribute to Indira Gandhi at her memorial, Shakti Sthal. Modi will begin the day by paying floral tributes to Sardar Patel. He will then address the participants of the Run for Unity at Vijay Chowk at 7:40 and administer the Unity Pledge at 8 a.m. Thereafter, the run will be flagged off from Vijay Chowk at 8:15. All roads will be closed for traffic on major intersections around central Delhi from 5 a.m. till about 9:30 a.m. The centre has asked states to observe National Unity Day. Home Minister Rajnath Singh has written to all the chief ministers.
सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल का जन्मदिन है और सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल के जन्मदिन को हमारी सरकार ने राष्ट्रीय एकता दिवस के रूप में सारे देश में मनाने का फैसला किया है। इस कार्यक्रम को ध्यान में रखते हुए स्वयं हमारे आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने यह फैसला किया है कि भारत की राजधानी दिल्ली के विजय चौक से रन फॉर यूनिटी के कार्यक्रम का फ्लैग ऑफ कर शुभारंभ वह करेंगे।
The move to observe the day as a Unity Day has come under strong criticism from the Congress. Shashi Tharoor, who was recently sacked from the post of party spokesperson for having joined Modi's Clean India campaign, slammed the government for forgetting Indira Gandhi. We have Kamaljeet joining us live now. Kamaljeet, tell us where you are and what really is happening there.
The stage is set behind me. This is where the Run for Unity will be flagged off by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now we all know that there is a special meaning of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel as far as Narendra Modi is concerned. He's not only known as the Iron Man, he's from Karamsad in Gujarat. But this is a special run for unity in the name of the first Home Minister, and obviously it's been dedicated towards the nation. There are some 10,000 personnel of the paramilitary, thousands of students who are going to be participating. But obviously this is a mega event, and we believe that Narendra Modi likes to make it large. And that is why we see this is actually a jam-packed place, and obviously this is a very special event as far as Narendra Modi is concerned. We'll try and show you the event. Within 1 hour from now, we'll see Narendra Modi being here, flagging this entire event off, the Run for Unity. We do expect him to run a bit, but the entire controversy has also been created because this is the day which is also the death anniversary of Indira Gandhi. Now many in the Gandhi family as well as the Congress are feeling very miffed that this entire celebration doesn't include the mention of Indira Gandhi, who was assassinated on this day. But as far as the ground itself is concerned, we've seen people teaming up from 5 a.m. onwards, whether it's the paramilitary or the students. So we do expect this to be a mega event, and not only in Delhi, but the ministers have been sent to various states to organize events in their own constituency, their own states. So this is a big event as far as Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is concerned, or as far as Narendra Modi is concerned.
Absolutely. Joining us, Kamaljeet, also in our studios this morning is Ms. Aditi Padnis, the political editor of Business Standard. Very good morning to you, ma'am, and thank you very much for joining us in our studios early this morning. It's not just the creation of a new milestone today, is it? It's also, in a way, recasting a day that was celebrated, or rather observed, as Indira Gandhi's death anniversary.
That's true. Indira Gandhi's death anniversary, particularly in the days or years immediately after she died, was a big event. I still remember how hundreds of thousands of people used to congregate. Her samadhi had not yet been finalized by then, but it was a very big event, and now it's been basically consigned to the dustbin. The government is not taking any notice of it whatsoever.
Do you see this as something as continuing, because governments come and go? Do you think that this is something that is going to continue, or do you think this is going to start sort of a tit for tat?
Well, I'm not sure if it's going to start a tit for tat, because the Congress cannot deny that Sardar Patel was one of its leaders. So now not observing something that relates to Sardar Patel would be very churlish of the Congress. But frankly, I'm not that sure how many people know Sardar Patel's contribution to India's freedom struggle and later to the making of India. So I think it's an issue which needs to be addressed. Modi, when he addresses Sardar Patel, looks at Gujarat and brings Gujarat to India, to Delhi. So I think there's an element of politics there which cannot be denied.
Absolutely. Also joining us this morning is Uday Mahurkar, Senior Editor, India Today. A very good morning to you, Mr. Mahurkar. You're joining us from Ahmedabad, and just a short while ago, Aditi was talking about the importance of Modi bringing Gujarat to the rest of the country with Run for Unity. How important is this, personally speaking, for Prime Minister Modi?
I think this is a historic day for Modi as well as for India. The reason is that this marks maybe the beginning of the end of the Nehru era and the start of the Sardar Patel era. Sardar Patel every bit fits into Modi's scheme of things. You see, Modi has been an RSS Pracharak. I believe he has studied Chhatrapati Shivaji's history very well, being an RSS person, you know. What Shivaji did was to merge his own ambitions with the welfare of the state. Now,
Right.
Sardar Patel today symbolizes things which India needs. One, vote bank free politics. I would say he's also a symbol of rural India. He's also a symbol of, I would say, transparency in politics. And above all, he's a symbol of unity of India. Modi, if you recall, has had an image of polarizer after 2002. Sardar Patel represents a unified India. And the first step which Modi took in this direction, first major step, was in 2010 when he announced his plan to build a Statue of Unity in the name of Sardar Patel on an island near Narmada Dam. In fact, that was a time when I had predicted that Sardar Patel will play a very major role now in Modi's scheme of things in the years to come. Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to you, Uday Mahurkar. Joining us still from the ground is Kamaljeet. Kamaljeet, explain to us how we can expect the day to pan out.
Well, I can barely hear your question, but this is going to be regarding the event. So let me really tell you about this. By 7:40, we do expect this pledge to be taken here. And I hold in my hand, this is that particular the copy that we have, clearly written, the Iron Man, Loh Purush. And there is this pledge which will be taken. This is in the name of the unity and the diversity of the country. Prime Minister is going to read it out, and obviously the pledge will be taken by the 10,000 personnel here and also by the students who are participating in the run. We do expect the run to take place from Vijay Chowk towards India Gate. Obviously, we do expect that Prime Minister would run for a certain distance, participating and leading this entire team from the front. But as far as ministers are concerned, they've been sent to their own constituencies, their own states, to really lead that particular run. And as mentioned earlier, that this could possibly be the beginning of the end of the Gandhi era, and obviously this is also the time when the other legends, whether we've been talking about Deen Dayal or Mahatma Gandhi, this is also a celebration in that sense of other leaders other than the Gandhi Nehru family. This is something which has been made very, very specific. And obviously we've seen Shashi Tharoor and other Congress leaders really come out and hit out at Narendra Modi, saying that the Gandhi family has been sidelined. But the fact remains that many have said that more than 50 years have gone by, and obviously there has been a certain concentration as far as that entire family is concerned. Now it's obviously time to actually honor other leaders as well. So we do expect that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who has inspired Narendra Modi throughout his life, he will be honoured in a big way. This is an event which will be repeated year after year till Narendra Modi is the Prime Minister. But this is a mega rally at this point of time. And in a short while from now, we'll try and show you again. In a short while from now, we do expect this entire run for unity of the Rashtriya Ekta Divas to be obviously flagged off right from here. And lots of people, if we can try and show you, lots and lots of people out here participating in this particular run.
Right, Ms. Padnas, we have seen a systematic campaign really that has been undertaken by the Modi government when it comes for the Statue of Unity, and now a day being commemorated for it. To what extent do you see it really affecting the psyche of a voter? How much impact really does it have on the common people?
I'm not sure if this has been designed to get votes. It's designed to present a history of India that is a kind of a parallel history of India, which has a different focus. We know that Indira Gandhi played a big role in, well, if you'd like to call it that, the unity of India. She was revered by the poor as at one stage as the person who would deliver their rights to them, and I don't think that can be denied. However critical you may be of her dalliance with the emergency and with the snuffing out fundamental rights of Indians, however critical you may be of the lack of opportunity that people in the Congress had to speak out their mind, however critical you may be of her spirit of centralization, the imposition of governors, etc. All that is fine, and it's you have to put it by the side, but you cannot deny that she was a very, very important, very significant leader who led India in a definite direction. And all of India, not just some part of it. So if it was a question of unity, I don't think her efforts to unify India can be in any doubt at all. So this is not to get votes. I don't think it's to get kudos. I don't think it's just the creation of a parallel narrative.
Uday Mahurkar, would you agree with that? It's being called National Unity Day, but certainly political parties remain sharply divided today. How really do you see the Congress putting up a fight back for space?
I have studied Modi for long,
Right.
And I have a gut feeling that he must have in his mind some admiration for Indira Gandhi somewhere in him, But Modi had taken a very strong stand against emergency. Indira Gandhi symbolized emergency and the negatives which are associated with that particular phase.
Right.
So politically, he can't glorify Mrs. Gandhi. Otherwise, if you see her role in 1971 war, her role when it came to adding to the dignity of the nation while dealing with countries like America, I suppose Modi and Indira Gandhi are on the same plane. But because RSS, BJP and Modi had taken a very strong stand against emergency, in fact Modi has penned a book also on emergency and the excesses which were committed, I think politically is bound not to glorify Mrs. Gandhi. I think so.
Kamaljeet, is that the sense that you get after having spoken to a lot of the leaders within the BJP as well?
When Britain declared war on Germany, the Viceroy dragged India into the war by issuing an ordinance without consulting any Indian leader.
Kamaljeet, is that the sense that you get after having spoken to a lot of the leaders within the BJP as well, that to a certain extent it is perhaps Modi who really is in awe of Indira Gandhi, but is choosing really to focus on what is historically defined as a dark phase when she was Prime Minister.
All the Congress ministries.
Well, definitely so, and even Narendra Modi was jailed. So obviously there has been a political difference, and they belong to two different political parties. But even though there is history behind this, many say that past should be forgotten in a certain way. But they say due respect should be given to Indira Gandhi, the former Prime Minister who was assassinated on October 31st. But the fact remains that there has been a certain difference between the thinking of Narendra Modi, who had actually at that point of time been a very much a part of BJP. So this is obviously there, and a lot of leaders who talk say there have been other glorious leaders other than the Nehru Gandhi family who have obviously not been given their due, and it is the time that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi does mean that and recognizes that particular fact, and that is why each and every other leader who's been part of this independence struggle and who has led India towards development needs to be honored, and this is one of this particular ways of doing it. And we all know Narendra Modi has been inspired by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister. His entire contribution to the independence struggle, obviously he's been a Gujarati, he's from Karamsad. This entire thing is obviously something which means a lot to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he wants to showcase it, and obviously that is why it is run for unity. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel stands for somebody who has got the country together. But again, there's been talk about how much money is being spent in the tallest statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, which has been made, which is going up to almost 3,000 crores. But the fact remains that this is not just about a sentiment, this is also about leading the country and directing towards honoring its past leaders.
All right, Kamaljeet, we leave it at that for now. Remember, 7:40 is when Prime Minister Narendra Modi is expected to address the nearly 10,000 people and school children who are going to be taking that pledge for unity this morning.